Your next comedian has written for the Onion News Network and Funny or Die. Please welcome Joe Wengert.
All right, ladies, thank you very much for coming out for this impromptu meeting of Girardi's Frozen Yogurt employees and management. I appreciate you all getting up so early in the morning, as I know it can be very difficult for high schools to get up early on any day, let alone on a Saturday in the summertime when you'd rather be hanging out with your friends or having fun. So I'm going to get right to the heart of the matter and explain why I called this meeting today. And that is, a couple of weeks ago, I put up a cork board in the back of the frozen yogurt shop, and Mr. G put up that cork board for Girardi's Frozen Yogurt Correspondences and Girardi's Frozen Yogurt Correspondences only. Okay? And I'll give you an example of what I mean by that, okay? Hey gang, can anyone cover my shift on Thursday? Sign Trisha. Trisha, that's something you might put up there. Family obligation, or something that's going to prevent you from working your shift. Girardi's Frozen Yogurt Correspondence. I'll give you another example. Hey gang, it looks like we're running low on semi-sweet chocolate chips. We better keep our eye on that. Seeing how semi-sweet chocolate chips are one of our more popular flavors. Signed, Suzette. Good heads up, Suzette. Everybody should be keeping an eye on the toppings and how much we have of each topping. I'll give you another example. Hey gang, it looks like we're running low on plastic spoons, but actually there are 2 big boxes of plastic spoons in the cabinet under the sink. Signed, Mary Ellen. You guys get the point. I'd allow for some exceptions, okay? I'll give you an example. Hey guys, my ballet class is having its dance recital on August 13th. If anyone wants to come, hit me up for details. Signed, Sandra. Because I know you're in that ballet class, Sandra. I'd be okay with that on the cork board. My issue with the cork board right now is there are no Girardi's frozen yogurt-based correspondences up there. And everything that is up there is real weird. And I don't understand almost any of it. So I'm holding this meeting for 2 reasons. First, to reiterate the purpose of the cork board, but then also secondly, to try and understand some of the stuff that's currently up there because it confuses me. Okay, and I'll give you an example. Right now, it looks like somebody went through the Sunday paper and you went through the Macy's ad, specifically the lingerie section, and you cut out a picture of a lady in lingerie and underwear, and then you wrote in the caption, Mr. G's wife. Now, many of you have met my wife, and you know that she's not an underwear model. She works down at the H&R Block on Parkview Avenue. So aside from this obvious confusion of fantasy and reality, the question that I have is, even if my wife were an underwear model, what does that have to do with Girardi's frozen yogurt? I don't see how that would fit into communication between you and another employee of Girardi's frozen yogurt. Therefore, it doesn't belong on the cork board. You guys are with me? I'll give you another example. Right now on the cork board, there's lots of pictures of elves. Cartoons of elves, pictures of elves. It looks like it's printed out from the internet. Now, I've tried to confront some of you about this. I've said to some of you girls, hey Brittany, hey Mallory, hey Emery. Can you tell me why you or another employee here may have put a picture of an elf on a cork board? And when I asked that question, all I am met with is giggling. So it remains a mystery. I'll give you another example. It looks like somebody went and took that picture of me with the Little League team that we sponsor from out front, and you must have taken it down to the FedEx Kinkos or something, and you made a Xerox photocopy of just my head, and you blew it up, and I come in one day and there's my head pasted on a dinosaur's body. Now I saw this one and I said, I get it. You're trying to say Mr. G he's as old as a dinosaur, and you'd be half right. But then I come in the next day, and there's my head pasted on a wolf spot. I personally associate wolves with being fast and strong. So, what's the message? Am I a dinosaur or a wolf? Then I come in the next day, my head's on a bird's body. Can't make heads or tails. One thing I know about that whole series of pictures has nothing to do with the day-to-day operations of Girardi's Frozen Yogurt. Nothing at all. I'll give you another example. I came in one day and there's that same picture of my head, and there's a speech bubble coming out of it, and there's one word in there, and the word was chung bung. C-H-U-N-G-B-U-N-G, chung bung. I went home and asked my wife, I said, honey, have you ever heard me say the word chung? And also, is that a word? And the answer to both of those questions was no. I'll give you another example. I came in yesterday and there's a picture of that young man who plays in those vampire movies that are so popular with you guys right now. And he's dreaming a dream bubble. And what's inside his dream bubble? That same picture of this man. Now, I am aware of who this young man is because he's a very popular movie star. But I can tell you with almost 100% certainty, he's not dreaming a daydream of Mr. G anywhere. And I wish the weirdness of that one ended there. But it does not. Because inside of his dream bubble, I'm dreaming a dream bubble. And what's in there? An elf. This one almost makes sense to me. Because they've been on my mind lately. I found myself thinking, what are they doing there? Why are they on the corkboard? What do they have to do with frozen yogurt? But then he has a speech bubble. What's inside his speech bubble? Chung buns. That's the main reason why I held this meeting, and I was hoping to get some clues or answers, and unfortunately it looks like I've only been met with giggling once again. So two other quick things before I go. We are running low on semi-sweet chocolate chips. That was not just a hypothetical, Suzette, if you want to order more. And then also, I don't know who's been fooling around with the toppings board, but chung bung is not a topping. All right, you guys have a good Saturday.